What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine.
And I'm still James.
Got an epic discussion. Gonna do a movie discussion or movie discussion of an up and coming movie, The Batman.
Great ref.
But before we do that, we are going to do or show you guys our intro. All right. So we have returned. Okay, so The Batman has
Just had to do it again.
Well, okay, so they dropped. Not only they put some CinemaCon footage, but they also had a early screening for the whole movie of the Batman, and people kind of described it without spoiling what they could talk about
Right.
of the movie or whatever.
I
And
know they do those review embargoes now. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they can tell you basically like stuff that's not straight revealing. You can't just say, oh, so he did this and that did that, but you can tell how you felt and the tone. You can kind of like do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what they were saying was that the movie was dark, no pun intended, but very dark. So dark, in fact, that it might be considered a horror.
Well,
now, are you down for that?
see, I haven't brought this up to you yet, but one of the things I've really been wanting is a Batman horror movie.
So
Like-
I guess not.
So I'm for that. This ain't gonna be that, but I'm for that.
Yeah. Okay. So, far as I was hearing, and far as I can gather, I don't know if I'm 100% right, but far as I was hearing, that it could be like 7 or something. They say it's gonna be kind of like how they was trying to catch that killer. It was a crazy dude killing people, and Batman's got to catch him. So it's gonna be kind of in vein of that, but instead of Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, got Batman on the killer's trail.
So what's in the box?
Well, we will see. We will see. I am. So you said you're not feeling this, or you're not.
No, I'm for it. I am for it. You know, I like the idea of taking Batman in a more like horror, because like the way he approaches fighting crime sounds like the plot to a horror movie.
Yeah.
You know, like there's some big bat-shaped thing lurking through the alleyways of Gotham, beating up criminals. You know, it's like that's some creepy stuff. You know,
Right. I mean, that's the original premise of I'm gonna scare criminals into not committing crimes.
it's like don't go out at night. The Batman will get you.
Right, and the way they've been portraying Batman in older stuff, he's not scary. He just, he's just like maybe he's like criminal's uncle. The day they was like, man, Uncle gonna get him on cases if I do this, man.
Yeah, man.
Go to your room. Basically, Arkham is like their room.
Like, hey, man, I can't come hang out, man. My uncle said I got to stay in Arkham.
Yeah, man, I can't stand him. Me either. Let's jump him. But, no, so the way I feel about it, when I heard this, I got excited because I said, this is what I envisioned a while back, if they go the route I was thinking. Now, this is what you can take from that Joker movie. Perhaps he can be that Bruce that was from that Joker movie and that universe, and you can create a whole separate rated R universe, and then you can have somebody else play Batman for that, like the Wonder Woman 84 universe, that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Where you can keep that word for those soccer moms and they said, hey, I don't want, that's too violent, da-da-da. So, okay, We got you a Batman for that.
I would even say I'm fine with
Wearing
ambiguous.
purple.
The old purple gloves.
Yeah, the purple.
Okay.
The purple with the chalk on his eyebrows and shit from the original Batman. So I was like, I don't know if they're gonna do this, but I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to create two separate universes. A rated R for the adults, PG-13 for the kids.
I would even go so far as to say just like embrace ambiguous continuity. Like just treat it like you're writing comics. What's canon? Whatever we say it is, whenever we say it is.
Mm-hmm.
Did this happen in the same universe? No. But those two happen in the same universe, yes. But the other two happen, different universes. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know. Right. That's what I'm saying. See, because I wasn't too crazy about the Joker, but it did say it was such a rated R. It's like you couldn't make that PG-13. That tone right there. If I could stay in that, considering what I'm looking at, what they talking about doing. So this the villain right there. That's the Riddler, I think, or like that shit look crazy. They said the dude, who I forgot who the main character, the main villain is, or playing the Riddler. They said he was so scary, or whatever. They was like looking for Batman, like Batman, please save us, because this dude crazy.
Did he have to be a gimp though?
I don't know, man. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's a scary mask. Is that why he put tape on people or whatever? I don't know if that's his final mask or whatever. I don't know.
We'll see.
But point is, with that tone, if it's like 7 or whatever, that's cool. But you can't put that in the current universe. Especially it can't be related to Wonder Woman 84 with that goofy shit. Yeah. So, but that will please a different audience.
Yeah.
And now you can actually have it both ways.
You're right.
Have your cake and eat it too. Because I really envision that adult universe, because the studio, when they want to make a good straight rated R comic book movie, the studio jump in there like, oh no, we need to sell toys. We got to get the soccer moms in there. We got to appeal to the kids. We got to put fort jokes in there. We got to do this. We got to do that because comic books are for kids, so we got to put kid stuff in there.
God.
There are adults that like comics and graphic novels, and the kids who grew up on comics, once they became adults, they didn't automatically stop reading it.
Yeah.
So make something for the adults.
It's a weird thing where studios, they have no concept of anything past the silly, Saturday morning cartoon vision of comic books.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So like I think you have a point if you allow for that distinction where the two just don't cross paths.
Yeah, it's a whole nother universe where everything is way grittier and way violent, way more violent, where they can just not, they ain't got to go too far. I think Netflix went a little too far in some places on a series where, like The Punisher, where it was just way too bloody. It's like, okay, I didn't say give me a torture porn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't say that.
Right.
Just a little more adults.
A little mature.
So that's what I'm saying. And in this universe, they don't have to pull back on the violence. They don't have to pull back on the deaths. They can go rated R. They can have some language, or whatever. I think they can do something with that. And bringing out that Wonder Woman 84, what they can do with the fact that was such a different tone, start a whole nother universe for that PG-13 audience, PG-13 and lower audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. They could do a whole other Justice League. I mean, I don't think Zack Snyder want them to take all his stuff and make it goofy like that. But, continuing, I guess you got to use Gal Gadot because you already. So continuing the Justice League, whatever, in that universe where it's goofy and shit. I'm cool with that because it's not the same universe. So I guess these more graphic rated R movies going to be standalone movies. They're not going to connect.
Right.
But possibly they could connect. I don't know.
I don't know if I'd start it with Joker, just because I feel like there's a little too much you have to own up to
Yeah.
with that, and I feel like if they're going to start doing that, like actually as an actual direction to make these movies in, I'd rather they start with their own vision, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But either way, if they want to go for that hard line, I say go all in.
Right. And, it's whatever. But I am very excited to hear that now. I don't want to be let down, so I'm not going to get my excitement up too much. But I really am on board for a rated R adult, version of Batman. We got the goofy stuff. We got the PG-13 stuff. Let's see how they do this. And 7, I love 7, but picture putting Batman in there, like, oh, that's kind of cool, because he's trying to find this killer, and after you find these dead bodies, you gotta find the next clue, So we following, it's like a procedural.
Yeah.
We following him trying to find this dude. Now they kind of gave it away. It's the Riddler, but maybe it's gonna be something more to that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so long as it's not a Riddler Hush situation, then
yeah, whatever. I mean, unless they come up with something totally different from the comics, which I think they should, but we already know the ending.
Yeah. And I would even go so far as to say some of these they do better trying not to hide the ending, just so that the comic book fans don't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we end up seeing some stupid stuff because folks are trying to hide the ending that comic book fans already know is coming.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But I'm definitely on board for this. Everything they was talking about made me more on board than I was at first, knowing that. And then they saying that he's going to be like working out his rage issues. And I don't know if you were familiar with the Batman Origins. It was more of in line with that attitude. Because if you played it, I don't know how long it's been since you played it, but I played it kind of recent. Batman was so pissed off at like everybody in that game. And there's one scene where Alfred's like, "Excuse me, sir." He's like, "What do you want?" I was like, "The fuck you mad at Alfred for?"
Well, like, I do appreciate that version of Batman where it's like, I know what I'm doing. I've been doing.
Yeah.
Calm down, man. You.
No, you.
So it's like you see him making mistakes because he's too busy punching somebody through a wall, stuff like that. And I think that's going to be a great obstacle for the tone they're going for here, because now he has to stop, doing his John Bernthal impression. No. So he can actually figure out, like, okay, the clues say this was a red herring, this is what's actually going on. And I think that's going to be great for character progression.
So, that part, the beatdown scene?
Yeah.
They were saying that was like a prison thing. They took over the prison or something. And he was trying to, I guess he was just beating the crap out this dude to let the other ones like, okay, let me go back to my cell peacefully.
I mean, I guess I can see that,
Now you see how they look, and I be like, I'm cool. My cell right there. I'm going to my cell, and look, no problems for me, Mr. Batman.
Like a dude in bat-themed riot gear just smashed somebody's face in, and now he's looking to see who next.
Yeah. So, it's I'm on board for it. It's I can't wait till they drop this new trailer. They said they didn't have any more footage. They just showed the original trailer, but they came out and explained everything they was going to do at the CinemaCon. But people already watched it. They say it's 3 hours long, too.
Well, of
course, they going to, Warner Brothers about to come in there.
Well, no, so for these
Ginsu knives and cut that shit up.
For test screenings, that's actually kind of par for the course.
I know, because they show you everything.
They show you everything, so they figure out what sells, what doesn't, so they know what needs to be cut. And
I'm not expecting it to be 3 hours. Yeah. It's just, it makes me wary that Warner Brothers about to get they come in there and get
massacre
it. Right, and we're going to have and then they're going to hire a comedian to come in and throw some jokes in and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I hate when they do stuff like that. Well, it's not funny. It's not meant to be funny. Yeah. Well, could you just lighten this up? No.
Nah.
Because stop changing it to, for a certain audience, just make something for that audience.
But also,
this is for another audience.
This will be the movie they asked for. And then they'll come in and actually do everything but that movie.
Well, can you?
Okay, maybe not so dark.
Why you gotta be so mean? Yeah. Why do we have to always punch people? Can't he talk things out with people?
You know this is a Batman movie.
All right, man. Let's wrap up. So that's just our reaction and thoughts on the Batman. Appreciate anybody who's checking out the video. And if you like our content, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment and description. Leave a comment. Leave a comment and thumbs up. And we're going to be out of here.
Peace, y'all.